what are the biggest mistakes you feel, Nigel, when clients make when they retrospectively audit a completed building, a completed project, and they're not happy with it? What are the biggest?
I think the biggest mistake happens actually during the construction. Not biggest mistake happens then more than after, at the audit stage, and that is not getting independent people involved within that project with them. So like a client's representative who's there to look after them personally, look after that client with all the technical knowledge that they would require to ensure that both the contractor, the consultant, and everybody else are actually doing things as per their requirements. And that would be, I'd say that would be the biggest issue that we see. Having nobody specifically looking after their needs, their ends, and pulling somebody in at the end to audit the property, the mistakes you find at that point are then normally quite expensive to repair, whereas if they were picked up at the time of construction,
reversible, actually.
Yes, or irreversible, all of those costs could have been dealt with significantly. Not everything, but certainly the majority of the issues could have been stopped, before they even became an issue.
Right, okay.
We see a lot of instances where clients engage directly with contractors. They may have had a design put together initially, but then they take one step forward and just deal direct with the contractor. And what amazes me a lot of the time is we're not talking about small amounts of money, but it can be from small to large. But very often these clients are not signing contracts, or they're signing a contract which really has no substance to it, no factual details, no measurements, no rates, no contractual terms which protect them. And for a very small, honestly, for a very small fee, they can get a third party to put this in place from the outset, or to at least review what they have and to say, are you going to be safe? Are you going to be secure? Or are you going to have a dispute later? Because inevitably, in all construction projects, there will be some areas of dispute or areas of, let's say, disagreement, of which, if you have a solid contract in place, it protects you properly. So very often we're seeing that it's come to the end of the project. It's a bit of a mess. There's a dispute on the table. Payment is not being made. Work is not finished properly. And when we look at the core reason for it, it's because there's no proper contract in place.
Yeah, okay. I mean, this links into, we've had a question from Mahmoud Mawed, who said, what are the regulations used in Dubai in terms of dispute resolution raised from building defects? I mean, I don't know if there's any regulations as such, but in terms of building disputes and technical problems and the process, we've been involved in a few, haven't we?
Yeah, there's different routes that you can take. You can go to Dubai courts directly. Again, if you had a contract in place, that contract would stipulate what the dispute resolution clause should be it that by virtue of going to DIFC, going to court, that should all be pretty clear. If you don't have a contract in place, then I think your only recourse is a court. Yes. So yes, you can also try with consumer affairs, but I'm not sure they're dealing with construction disputes.